Siakam, or at least Nick Nurse, was quoted as saying that Siakam told him that he's taking another leap this season. This coming off of an all-NBA season. So if that's going to take another leap, I'm excited to see what that looks like. But over this video, what we're going to look at here, we want to see what Siakam needs to do and can do to get to that next level and discuss what he's actually going to look like next season. Is he actually going to take another leap? Here's the quote that we have. I'm taking another step. He's ready to get to the next level. And that's crazy because last season, Siakam was spectacular. Like, spectacular to say the least. He put on some outrageous performances, 22.8 points per game. And this includes missing some time at the start of the season. And it includes Siakam not playing at 100% earlier on in the season. He had shoulder surgery in the summer leading up to this season. And a lot of those stats in the early parts of his season were like 17, 18 points per game. So the fact that he got up to 23 points per game on just under 50% shooting, just under 35% shooting is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. You know, he added in more to his bag. He became a more versatile scorer, a better mid-range shooter, improved his three-point game by a good amount. Still think that he can add in maybe more left-sided corner threes because from an analytical standpoint, he's exceptional at doing that stuff. Not if he's analytical, just from a statistical standpoint, he's exceptional at shooting that left corner three. But even still, like, there's not a lot more he can add to his game to get even better than this. I mean, maybe this is a guy get up to 25, but like, what is Siakam actually going to have to do to get to that point where he's taking another step on top of that? And, you know, with the Rico Hines runs, we have a little bit of footage of the offseason that, you know, maybe can be a little bit telling. So let's kind of check in on that stuff to see how he's looking. I'd say overall, he hasn't looked the best, but there are some good clips coming out of the Rico Hines runs. Athletic as ever. I'm really hoping he takes a jump from a playmaking standpoint. Still knows how to attack the rims. And I get it. These aren't like the most formidable players here, but he's making a mockery of them. He's making them look like light work because that's what they should be to him. Still, passing has been pretty good for himself. We want to see playmaking improve. A little bit more automatic on the interior, which he has been. Like, DJ Wilson isn't playing this guy's court. And you see, double comes. Pretty underrated play here. Obviously, that's nice. But the recognition here is great. Sizes up his man. They're terrified. Bring in the double. Before the double even really engages him, it's great to see him recognize it, step away from the double, get back in the one-on-one, and with a quick couple of dribbles, can spin off, get the tough bucket and one. Then, takes him on again, gets steps away from the double, turnaround jumper, unguardable. Unguardable stuff, really. And he says, too easy, because it is too easy for him. He's on another level to these guys. Defensively, too. That's nice. Out in transition, Raptors want to do that. Get out in transition. And he's going to be a key factor in that. Yeah, he's balling. He's a cut above the rest of the guys here. And it's pretty clear for a lot of people to see. And, you know, offseason footage isn't telling. I'm not saying this offseason footage makes me think that he is going to take another leap next season. But he's obviously very, very good. And based on those comments, he's obviously dedicating a lot of time to be even better for next season. And what I really liked was the recognition he was getting from his peers like Patrick Beverley. And the name drop here is kind of crazy. Like, he was not getting this a year ago. But Pat Bev said, everybody here ain't Paul George, Siakam. Defensively, everyone trotting back, not running back. How good do you want to be? Find your niche and roll. So, like, what he's saying is, like, all these guys not really trying, maybe slacking on a play. Like, Pat Bev is like, you ain't Paul George. You ain't Pascal Siakam. Like, who do you think you are? Siakam on a whole other plane of existence to you. And Earl Watson, a guy who was helping Rico run these things, also one of the Raptors coaches, has spoken about Siakam and the work that he puts in to get to this level. Rico Hines has spoken about in interviews how Siakam is just dedicated to the craft. He picked up basketball so late, and he's just getting better and better and better and better every year. So why not take another leap next season? What is the next leap really going to look like? And I think where the next leap could kind of come from, I mean, he averaged career high in rebounds, career high in assists. Why not continue to improve those things? Why not get up to 9 rebounds per game? Why not get up to 6 assists per game? He was at 8.8 rebounds, 8.5 rebounds last year, 5.3 assists. Why not elevate those things? The rebound is pretty high. I don't know how much better I can get. But from a playmaking standpoint, give him more of the on-ball stuff. Let Fred take a little bit less of a role in those on-ball type of things. Let Siakam take on more of those on-ball activities. Him and Scotty Barnes play exceptionally well together. They play so well together. They work so well together. And I can't believe the narrative that Raptors fans were trying to construct at the start of the season was, we have to trade Siakam because him and Barnes won't work together. Obviously, that wasn't true. They were amazing together. They complement each other so well. And I think a lot of those assists for Siakam can come with getting the ball more often, kicking out to Fred, who is such an exceptional, three-point shooter, especially off the catch and shoot. And more passes to Scotty Barnes, cutting down low. These are the things that are going to significantly affect his passing game and make that even better. From an offensive standpoint as well, more three-pointers. He shot 34%. That kind of got better as the season went on. There were some pockets right at the end of the season, like the last month of the season, he did struggle from three. But as the season wore on, other than the last month, he was getting better and better from three. Raptors need to recognize how good of a corner shooter he is and start to free up some more opportunities for him to do that. But he draws a lot of attention. He's the main option. He's the primary option. And he kind of carried this team from January onward. So he was getting a lot of that defensive focus. With other guys that send like Scotty Barnes, maybe a little bit less of focus is on him, frees up some more opportunities. But, I mean, Jesus, January onward, in the clutch, it was like, give the ball to Siakam and get out of the way. Let him go win us this game. And a lot of the time he did. I remember there was the game against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. They were full strength, I believe. And this was the game that he had a triple-double, and the NBA took it away because they took away a couple of his rebounds. But near the end of the game, the type of shots that Siakam was hitting were just ridiculous, going toe-to-toe with Giannis. Like, Giannis kept getting to the line, and Siakam would just go the other way and will the ball into the basket, create his own shot out of nothing, and just give the Raptors the win. This is just something that he was achieving all throughout the season. After he recovered from the shoulder surgery, was back up to 100%. We've never seen Siakam shoot this efficiently before, which is crazy. Like, there was this season, the MIP season, where he shot 55%, less threes, and, maybe a little bit more easy opportunities here. But the volume of shots that he had, 18 field goal attempts per game. For reference, his second team All-NBA season, he shot 45% from the field because he took a lot of threes. But this season here, look at the 2-point percentage, growing from 50% all the way up to 52.7. He is so tough to guard at the rim. There's a reason there's such a heavy focus on him in the playoffs. He was one of the most doubled players. There's a reason so many people want him on their team, even though they slander him online. It's because he is a premium quality player, extremely premium quality player in the NBA. And Jesus Christ, if he takes another leap from what he was last season, the NBA is seriously gonna have to look the fuck out, because this is a scary player already. And to get even better, I think where it's gonna come from, a little bit more from a playmaking standpoint, a little bit more from a defensive standpoint, and I would say a little bit more from a free throw standpoint. Start drawing more fouls. Last season, how many free throw attempts did he average? Last season, he averaged 5.6 free throw attempts per game. Somebody of his caliber needs at least 7. Really, he should be getting 8 free throw attempts per game. A lot of that is his game is going around contact. Start going into contact. People are going to start respecting your stardom. They're going to start giving you those calls. Couple more free throws a game. That's a couple more points per game. There's a reality where Siakam average 25 points per game next season, especially if he is taking that next leap. But whether you watch this on Twitch live or watch on YouTube, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to like to help support this channel. Consider coming hanging out on stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to watch the clips as they happen live. If not, keep it locked with the YouTube channel with the best highlights from those streams.